Jay, as you look at this team and the way it's grown over the course of the season, how would you define success in the NCAA tournament for them?
That's a good question. As long as we're playing Villanova basketball and we're doing it for 40 minutes, we'll be good. But we didn't do that this year a lot of games. We were learning how to do it during the season, and we ran into some teams sometimes that they're playing their brand well. We weren't yet. But we did get there in the Big East tournament. We did get to play with some consistency. Not always pretty, but some good consistency, and I hope that carries into the tournament.
Jay, when you played Kansas early this year, I remember talking to you, and you were having to manufacture points and manufacture offense. I think you were calling them back downs, where you'd get the ball into the hands of certain guys and have them back their guy down, so you get scores. Yeah. But one thing you guys—
That didn't work well for too long.
It worked plenty well, but you kept teaching. But you kept teaching the young guys. If you had to pick one or two guys that have come the furthest in that time period, who would you pick?
Yeah. You know what, Jay? We did. You're right. As coaches, I was proud of our young staff that we did. We kept teaching. But what was really cool was Phil Booth and Eric Paschall, as seniors, were actually helping us teach. And I'd say the two guys that developed the most, but all of our guys did, was Jermaine Samuels and Sadiq Bey, our freshman. He just had a double-double in the Big East championship game, played like a senior. And to see those two— Samuels hit huge shots for us, made big plays. To see those two get to this point in big games was really valuable for us.
Coach Wright, I remember going into my sophomore year of college. I think you really helped me that summer in USA basketball to progress my game and to become confident. How were you able to do the same with guys like Phil Booth and Eric Paschall?
I needed to help you get confident because we had Zach Randolph on our team. We had to keep him under control.
Yes, I remember.
That's when you helped me. You were like Paschall and Booth helping me coach the team. You were helping me handle Zach Randolph. I think that I talked to you guys during the season. I talked to Seth and Jay. You're still learning as a coach. We learned some patience this year. I learned some patience. I also learned that not doing things just because they worked for Jalen Brunson and Dante DiVincenzo and Mikal Bridges, that those things might not be working for this team. You got to adjust a little bit to the guys' strengths that you have. I think our staff did a good job of that, and just keep giving these guys confidence, as you said, to the point where in the Big East tournament, you got some guys, Colin Gillespie and Demir Cosby-Roundtree, stepped up and played with confidence.
Jay, what did you learn about yourself this year? Because you had those four guys. They were like your security blanket in a lot of ways, obviously Jalen especially. What did you learn about yourself going through that tough time at the beginning of the season that's going to help you as you go into the tournament this year, starting off with St. Mary's?
Yeah, just to be more patient and just to understand that my will and my grind might not be good for everybody. You expect everybody to want it as bad as you, and sometimes you're just too young for that. But like you said, we always had a lot of older guys that would teach the younger guys that, and we didn't have to do it as a staff. This year, poor Phil and Eric were the only two, and they were actually helping our staff teach everybody the grind, and so I thank God for those guys, but I think we learned that you just can't do it with everybody unless you've got older guys.
Jay, congratulations on another Big East championship. Wish you the best of luck in the NCAA tournament.
Thanks, Reese. Good talking to you guys.